Well, welcome to Virginia This Morning. I'm Jessica Nall. It's so great to see you on this Tuesday morning. Our first guest today is making life simple for us with a streamlined list of the 5 foods we should be eating more of. Registered dietitian Rima Kleiner has a recipe for a beautifully presented salad in a mason jar as well. It's great to see you this morning. You are keeping it very simple and streamlined, and I love it. Welcome. It's nice to see you.
Thank you, Jessica. Happy to be here.
We were just talking about this recipe for the salad in a jar. We'll get to that at the end. Let's start with this 5 food list that we should be incorporating more of in our diet.
Sure. You know, I often hear people say, if there was just a magic food, or can you tell me what to eat? And the great news is there are foods that we should be eating more of, certain foods we should be eating more of to help reduce risk of chronic disease and help with weight loss as well. And so these are just 5 of them, kind of represent a Mediterranean type diet.
Okay. Yeah. Let's start at the top here.
Okay. So seafood, always a good place to start. I also work with individuals and companies, including National Fisheries Institute. So I have privy to the science, so I know the benefits of seafood, tremendous, really important for heart health, brain health, and then for baby brain and eye development as well. And we know Americans are not eating enough seafood, so aiming for 2 to 3 servings a week, and this is just one super easy way to get in those heart healthy omega-3s that seafood provides.
And this is a great way to do it because it really is grab and go. You could also include, I guess, some fresh fish if you were making fillets and things for dinner.
Right.
This is just a great example of a really easy way to put it in your diet.
Super easy. I mean, you can do the canned tuna, the pouch or canned salmon. It's just a super easy thing to grab as you're heading out the door. You can throw into your salad.
How many times a week should we be aiming for the fish?
You can eat 2 to 3 servings a week is what we should be eating to really get those benefits.
I need to bump it up in that area.
Most of us do. Yes.
Moving on, leafy greens seem to be. I mean, that you don't hear that enough. It's just all over the place.
Right. You'll never hear a dietitian not talk about vegetables. So we know we need to be eating more vegetables as well. Like seafood, we don't eat enough vegetables. I just have here some spinach, dark leafy greens, or other colorful veggies. Really important for getting in the diet. High in that dietary fiber and antioxidants and vitamins and minerals that really help with reducing chronic disease risk and helping with weight loss as well. And I mean, they're super portable. You can buy them. You know, open the bag. They've been washed. You can rinse them if you want to. Super easy, way to throw into lunches, dinners. Use them at breakfast as well.
In your opinion, is the raw, fresh the best way to go rather than cooking them in any way? Or is it just good to get them in there?
It's good to get them in there. However you prefer them, whatever your comfort level is with cooking. Sometimes cooking helps to release some of the vitamins and minerals that we wouldn't get if they were raw, but that's pretty negligible. So any way that you enjoy them is the best way to get them, absolutely.
And this is one way, I'm skipping past this element that holds everything together, but this is one really easy way to incorporate this with the other items.
Absolutely. And actually, so we know seafood provides us those heart healthy omega-3s like DHA and EPA, but oils from olives, avocados, nuts, and seeds really help to provide other types of heart healthy fatty acids as well. So olive oil is just one example of a way to get some of that really healthy unsaturated fat. And yes, it does help things taste good. It helps hold foods together.
Okay. This one in the middle, we have whole grains.
Yes.
We hear that all the time.
Yes, we do. And this is a whole wheat orzo, but really any of the grains. We were talking about oatmeal earlier. So oats, brown rice, quinoa, really all of those help us kind of meet our whole grain needs. And they're really high in magnesium and B vitamins, so we want to be getting a lot of them. And one terrific tip that you and I had talked about was making a big vat, choosing 1 or 2 whole grains that you want to have that week. Make double or triple the amount. You can use them pretty much at most meal, including even breakfast.
And you can freeze, which is nice because we're also time starved. So you can, like you say, make it in advance. And if you think that you're going to need them even for the next week, freeze them so they're ready.
Yes, make it easy on yourself. Make it easy to get your whole grains.
Okay.
Yeah.
This looks delightful.
Yes, berries, so colorful, so versatile. I mean, with most fruit, all you really need to do is wash it and you can go. Really high in vitamin C and potassium and dietary fiber as well. So I mean, you pair up a bowl of some berries in your salad and you've got lunch.
Almost the perfect meal.
That's right.
Show us what we're working with here.
So this is just I think a lot of people think of these whole foods. I know I should be eating more of them, but how do I get them in my diet? They're really time consuming. So this is just a super easy way to show how to incorporate these. You've got, basically you put your oil on the bottom with some vinegar.
Okay.
And then you kind of add those moist foods like the whole grains. So here we have the orzo, just layer that in. I put in the protein foods next, and there's a science to this. You put in the protein foods, so I have the tuna, I put in some pumpkin seeds for some other omega-3 fatty acids, and then some fat-free feta, and then top it off with your leafy greens, and you've got kind of this leak-proof salad in a mason jar. And the best part, you don't have to worry about it getting soggy.
You look like the craftiest gal on the block, too, working it into a mason jar. I love this.
So you either can put a paper towel on the end and shake it,
Okay.
or if you've got a bowl at work, you basically just dump it in here. Let's see how gracefully I can do it.
Now, you illustrate a great point, because if you pack all that in there, it's going to go everywhere unless maybe you do dump it into something else, probably.
Right, right. Or you can use a bigger mason jar.
Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, just a super simple
secret?
way. That's
You said
one
there's
way.
a science to this. Did you mean that there's a strategy in the way it's layered?
Yes, that great question. Thanks for bringing us back to that. So basically, if you kind of get those heavier foods like the oils on the bottom, the oil and vinegar on the bottom, that kind of sits on the bottom. You've got kind of the moist foods. So if you've got whole grains, or even the proteins can go on the bottom, but those really kind of help to soak up the oil. You don't have to worry about them really getting soggy. And then you save those kind of lighter foods like the vegetables or the leafy greens, lettuces for up top. And I mean, look, this did not get soggy.
No, it looks
so,
perfect.
Just a super easy way to get those, kind of super healthy foods into your diet more
And
often.
save some time, because you can make it in advance.
That's
Thank you so
right.
much.
Thank
This is great. I
you.
appreciate it.
Thanks for having me, Jessica.
Yeah. Keeping it simple. WTVR.com/VTM is the spot to go to find a link for more information later today.